This is a tactic, a different kind of tactic. Are they going to give this to Wout Van Aert? What a tactical play this is! Absolute masterstroke by Jumbo-Visma in the finishing stroke. Remember, it's a block headwind finish, but this man can do it all. Can he hold up the peloton? An absolute genius bit of tactical play, but he's battling in to a block headwind coming off the sea here in Felixstowe. This will be absolutely astonishing if he can pull this off. Where is the bunch behind? It's about 500 metres to go for the man from Jumbo-Visma. There's a big sprint behind. They've been wound up by the Ineos Grenadiers, but it looks as if it is going to be Wout Van Aert. Absolutely superb stuff. The crucial thing is he going to be able to create a time gap now and open up a lead on the general classification? This is absolutely superb. Jumbo-Visma are unstoppable, as is Wout Van Aert. Absolutely superb. A masterstroke from Wout Van Aert and Jumbo-Visma.
Just under 2.5 kilometres to the top of the Poggio, and Pogačar was powering his way up. So fast they were having to brake into the corners. That's well and done. It's Pogačar time, and he moves, he goes. Can he open up some free road? And now it's Van der Poel who makes his move. Van Aert is the one struggling. Pogačar's trying to respond, and Mathieu Van der Poel is having one of those days. Van der Poel last year became the first Dutchman to step on the podium since Frans Maassen in 1989. It's now been nearly 4 decades since a Dutchman won San Remo, and Mathieu Van der Poel is going to do exactly what his grandfather did in the 1960s. Mathieu Van der Poel is a monuments man again. Mathieu Van der Poel is a Milan-San Remo winner. And now we get the reaction. Wout Van Aert, seated power, seated attack. We wondered how he was. He's looking good, Matt. He's advancing. The big three, the top riders in the world, wheel to wheel, pedal stroke to pedal stroke. And this is the image we've been waiting for the last 365 days. And now Mathieu Van der Poel. Mathieu Van der Poel decides to go, and that is his kind of acceleration. Wout Van Aert's in trouble though. Wout Van Aert is in trouble. Pogačar can power away. Tadej Pogačar repeats the feat. He's going again. He's landed a left jab. Is this to be the right hook?
Devastating turn of speed by Tadej Pogačar. That is absolutely incredible.
Poel with a rocket attack. Here he goes, gritted teeth. Van der Poel is putting everybody in the shade.
Get back to your feet quickly, Mathieu Van der Poel. The shoe is broke on the right hand side. It needs tightening, and this could be even more drama on a day packed full of it. Mathieu Van der Poel seemingly cruising away, and in the style of Dennis Menschel. Van Aert tries to follow him. Pogačar turns up for business. It's chaos going uphill from the station on those rattly cobbles. 9 seconds, they're trying to bridge up. We knew that it was Alpecin versus Jumbo. It's Act 2 now. 400 of the hardest meters in professional cycling, and here comes the best climber of the lot. Tadej Pogačar on the front, on a bit of road he knows he can make them hurt. He can make it hard. It's Pogačar in the gutter, Van der Poel on his wheel. 400 meters up to 20%, and we have the famous four breaking away from those who are passengers. Pogačar attacking as they go onto the first cobble of the Quaremont. Out goes for Hooydonk again. Backwards follows him Krauw, and it's Tadej Pogačar here at the front, taking it to those top two cobbled racers on their very own terrain. You have to hand it to him, whether it comes off or not. Van Aert and Mohoric started to lose their little climbs bit by bit, but we know that Van Aert there is working at it meter by meter. And for Hooydonk, who is there, and this is brilliant. It just goes and goes and goes, and Pogačar is never afraid of putting down the power.
Steeper part of this towards the top as well. When you're riding it on TV, it doesn't look like a lot, but it just ramps up only 4%, 5%. You can just see it going up, but at this point in the climb, face on Van Aert, it's rare that you see him looking down, and he's almost gasping for the air to get back into his lungs in this part of the dual carriageway.
And here we go, let's see, because it's Van Aert who decides to make his move. Has he been waiting? Is this the moment? I'm not sure. We will see. The minute Pogačar can follow. And here goes Tadej Pogačar. Tadej Pogačar makes his move with 3.4 kilometers to go. We knew he had to try. We knew he had to move. There's a reaction, and the first attack is brought back. The cat and mouse games have started with just over 3 kilometers to go. We go to 1.5 kilometers to go, another twist, a left-hand turn this time, and it's Van der Poel leading Van Aert. Pogačar just leaving that room, isn't he? We wait, he goes, he's up onto the pedals, and he moves left of the road this time. They have to react to a second time. Van der Poel tries to get there, he's on the wheel, Pogačar sits down, he knows he's unable to wriggle away for a second time. And it's Pogačar who launches the sprint early. Pogačar trying to surprise them. Van der Poel coming through the centre. Van Aert hitting the front now on the right hand side. It's Wout Van Aert trying to defend his title. It's wheel to wheel. It's a big battle, but it's Wout Van Aert who wins it. Wout Van Aert, the first man to defend his title here in over a decade.
And for certain riders as well, as we look at the start, we've got 5 stars, unsurprisingly, for Pogačar and Roglic, 4 stars there for Adam Yates and the rest.
And we got our first look at Julian Alaphilippe through the centre, as Jan Tratnik is there as well, the former Slovenian champion, looking after his teammate Primož Roglic, who, by the way, is racing his first one-day race of the season. However, he is a 2-time winner of this event. The climb's not the longest in the world, but it's one of the hardest out there. 2.1 kilometres, average of 10%, maximum of 18%, and this, as far as natural stadia go, is one of the most special around. Rafał Majka continues to work behind, and UAE have good numbers. Quick sighting of Chavez, the former winner there. Roglic, the former 2-time winner, sits on the wheel of his compatriot Tadej Pogačar, who last year finished second here to Enric Mas. Back of the line, the Slovenian champion Tadej Pogačar. 2 Slovenians on his wheel, Primož Roglic and Jan Tratnik. Two laps to go, and they're almost on him, led by the man who won this race 10 years ago, Diego Alesi. There's a quick chat between Adam Yates and Tadej Pogačar. In the final kilometre of that climb there's some serious damage done to the peloton. I'm looking at Ciccone, who's at the front, Vlasov, a former winner. Carapaz is still in there. We've seen Sivakov as well, with Roglic, Pogačar, and Enric Mas too. This is the front of the race then. No more than 15 to 20 riders. Dishbenote, as Matt was saying, on the back. Zana is still in there alongside Simon Yates. Ben O'Connor sits in 4th wheel, and it's Adam Yates now ahead of Ilan van Wilder. And the plan is all then for Pogačar now. Left-hand side in the green, former winner Vlasov is there, ready and waiting. Roglic remains. Ciccone looks down and looks tired, but he's hanging on, grits his teeth. Woods, that man you mentioned, still there for Israel Premier Tech, and Simon Yates in the blue and white too. But it's his brother who's putting down the power, who is inflicting the pain, and there are 10 kilometres to go as Benoit hangs on for dear life at the back here.
I don't think anybody looks particularly comfortable here. Everybody's suffering, trying to hold on to the wheels as they winch themselves towards the top of this climb.
Conversation on the radio between the 2 riders you just mentioned, Adam Yates and Tadej Pogačar, shoring up the final plan. And here is Yates at the front with 3 kilometres to go to execute it. They're less than a kilometre now from entering the climb for the final time. We'll go through the arch, and Pogačar moves up. So 2 kilometres to go. Let the games begin, Matt Stevens. It's Vlasov who makes the first move, and this could be interesting tactically because Adam Yates might have to use the final bit of power that's in his legs to make sure he closes it. He does it with relative ease, in fact. Roglic is moving on one side as well, and Pogačar continues to sit smack bang in the middle of the group. It's Michael Woods on the left as we look at it now. Pogačar to Adam Yates is done. Ciccone starts to struggle. Who can hang on? Who can go? It's Pogačar powering up this into the final kilometre now. Carapaz is there. Roglic remains. Woods drifts, but he's still in the game. 900 metres to go. And look at Pogačar power away. It's Pogačar, Carapaz, Roglic, and Mas is the next man who's just struggling. Daylight opens up. It's 3+1, Matt, and 700 metres now to the finish line. Roglic getting ready to Roglify it if he can, and now he goes. Roglic on the right hand side in the yellow, hits the front, and it's always hard to bring him back. He's stolen a march on his compatriot Pogačar, and it's opening up. Roglic motoring around the corner here. The finish line now is almost in sight. Roglic opening up, and it doesn't look like anybody can compete with him. Primož Roglic around the corner, almost 5 hours of racing, and Roglic might be moving on, but he ain't going anywhere. Roglic coming to the line, hands in the air. It's first one-day race of the year.
Problem, there it is. At last, this is his bike change. Has he got enough time to do this? Oh, every second counts.
Waiting for a long time for his team car to come up.
Exactly, finally got there.
Change a bike.
I don't know how he managed it, but it's been a difficult process. He has, but check this out, Pogačar. On the bike, he likes, or more to his liking, I should say, and now he's decided that maybe this group needs to be fractured a little bit. Fantastic, Pogačar versus Pidcock at the moment. Here comes Healy, Lutsenko. That quartet, they've been in the engine room, Brian, and they're showing it right now, but there's two over the top by the looks of things. And look at the gaps just starting to open up here. This is magnificent. And Pogačar says, see ya, I'm out of here with 28.5 kilometres to go. And there, the elastic snaps. Oh my life. Pidcock is in destruction mode at the moment. Oh, he's twisted the little handle, he's pressed the red button, and here he goes. Keutenberg, 700 metres, 9.4%, but more than that, some real...
Pogačar is in destruction mode. There's no stopping him at all. He's not even bothered looking back.
So Pogačar's waved goodbye to absolutely everybody. Pidcock at the moment can become runner-up, and it looks like it may well have stuck. Let's wait and see. Pidcock has to regather himself right now, but Healy has gapped him, and with 13.3 kilometres to go. Perfectly delivered, made sure that the breakaway was kept well within arm's reach, and then when he went, it was a question of who could stay with him, and in the end, the answer was absolutely nobody. The Amstel Gold Race under 6 hours in the saddle on a really tough race with over 3,250 metres of altitude gain. He's sailed the heights yet again. He's dominated every single one of the peaks. And surely this man's career at the age of 24 is just going to roll on. Twice a winner of the Tour de France, and this season he just adds to what is already a fabulous roster. He has won the Amstel Gold. Ha!